Commissioner Frank Avila of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. And I have with me Jarek Fidanitsky, the Managing Design Engineer for the project of the Wilmette Pumping Station. And this is part 2. And this is after construction. It's all completed now. And we're going to review about what they constructed here at the Wilmette Pumping Station. And this location is the outlet from the North Shore Channel to Lake Michigan. And this is on the northeast portion, or the northern portion of the North Shore Channel. Jarek, we're standing here on the south side of the pumping station and on the west side, and we see 4 tunnels, right? Four tunnels. The first 2 on the west are tunnels where they could pump in the water from Lake Michigan if they need enough water in our channels to increase the oxygen. That's the first 2 tunnels. The other 2 tunnels on the east side of the west side of the Wilmette Pumping Station are for their gates, and the opening of the gates is so small so they will prevent the Asian carp from going into Lake Michigan. And this is used either to bring the water into Lake Michigan or bring the water outside of Lake Michigan. Is that correct? Or?
Yes. Primarily they are used to make up water from Lake Michigan into the channel when the level of water in Lake Michigan is higher than the level of water in the channel. They do have screens 2-inch diameter to prevent any possibility of Asian carp traveling between the channel and the Lake Michigan.
Yeah, and also, so this is the west side of the Wilmette Pumping Station here, and the most important part of this pumping station is on the east side, where we have 3 tunnels and we have 3 10-foot gates there, and that's what we're going to explain next. And that's the most important part of this Wilmette Pumping Station.
The Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago completed improvements and upgrades to the Wilmette Pumping Station in 2013. The improvements include the upgrading of the aging equipment and gate modifications. The Wilmette Pumping Station was constructed in 1912, and much of the equipment and structures in the station was the original equipment. At a cost of $17.5 million in 2 years of construction, the Wilmette Pumping Station completed the massive upgrading, benefiting the residents of Cook County. The Wilmette Pumping Station separates the North Shore Channel from Lake Michigan. The pumping station serves 2 primary purposes. The pumping station allows the channel to receive excess water from Lake Michigan when the oxygen level in the channel is too low or when additional water is required for navigation. This process is called diversion. There are 4 diversion tunnels which are located on the west side of the pump station and participate in this process. The first 2 diversion tunnels consist of large diameter axle pumps, which are operated when the level of water in the lake is lower than the level in the channel. In these conditions, the makeup water is pumped from the lake into the channel. The remaining 2 diversion tunnels are being used only when the lake water level is higher than the level in the channel and allow the makeup water to flow by gravity from the lake to the channel. These gates are equipped with steel-slatted screens on each end, preventing fish migration between the channel and lake. The tunnels are controlled by a system of new 8-foot by 10-foot gates operated manually and/or remotely from downtown waterways and from the O'Brien Water Reclamation Plant.
We are standing on the North Shore Channel side of the Wilmette Pumping Station, and we're looking at the 3 important tunnels. These are diversion tunnels, and they are used in emergency for the North Shore Channel to discharge into Lake Michigan. Very important that we have these diversion tunnels here. And you can see the overall view of the pumping station, and it's completed now, and we're working now with the Baha'i Temple. They have leased a portion of our land for the portion of what they want to do, and they're going to take over the vegetation portion on the channel side.
The other purpose of the station is to release excess rainwater from the channel into the lake in emergency when high water level caused by heavy storms could result in potential flooding of the city. The excess water is released via 3 new 8-foot by 17-foot relief gates. These gates can also be operated either manually on site or remotely from the downtown waterways or from the O'Brien Water Reclamation Plant in Skokie.
Attention, attention, for your safety, please clear the gate area. Attention, attention.
All gates are equipped with stop log slots on each side of the gate. Watertight stop logs can be installed on each side of any given gate to isolate it from either the lake and/or channel. When isolated, the gate can be safety maintained, exercised, or repaired without water exchange between the lake and the channel. Inside the restored control center, we see the 2 axial pumps that pump water from the lake into the channel. Also, we see the 2 diversion tunnels that allow the water to flow by gravity from the lake to the channel. In cases of devastating storms, the Wilmette Pumping Station has 2 backup electrical generators to make sure the pumping station remains operational.
As I mentioned, this is the second backup in case we lose power. We have a primary backup, which is our generator. So we have 2 backups in case we lose power, because we need the Wilmette Pumping Station in operation when we have an intense rain coming down, and we have to handle the overflow here at this Wilmette Pumping Station.
These multi-turn actuators, located on the top of the pumping station, assist in the diversion process. They are controlled remotely from Metropolitan Water Reclamation District facilities or manually at the pumping station. The ventilation shaft moves fresh air underground and removes stale air from deep underground. The embankment in front of the Baha'i Temple will be restored and revegetated to prevent soil erosion. It will add to the natural beauty of the North Shore Channel and the village of Wilmette. The pumping station and the bridge are a single integral structure. In addition to going over the pumping station, the bridge features 2 spans that pass over the access roads and over open paved space that provides access to the pumping station facility. In addition to the improvements to the pumping station facility, the bridge was also restored. It includes a bike path for commuters and residents to pass under who are going to and from the harbor and the adjacent block. Wilmette Harbor has a capacity to house over 300 boats and is home to the Wilmette Yacht Club. Residents of Wilmette enjoy the harbor that is adjacent to the pumping station every summer. The Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago, the City of Wilmette, Wilmette Harbor Management, and the Baha'i Temple work together to ensure the residents of Cook County enjoy a healthy water environment and a beautiful landscape for years to come.